There's nothing going on today at all. Call of Duty Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts. Man, I wish something freaking cool would happen. Oh my god! That's right, the biggest ball-busting robot in fighting game history is freaking back, and I could not be a happier dude at the moment. I was getting a little worried there, and I had this prediction that FULGORE was potentially going to be a character reserved for Season 2. It's not true. Now, from what you guys might not have been aware over the past couple of days, there was a little bit more information that was revealed from Penny Arcade about their pin Killer Instinct set that's releasing for like the collector's edition. Looks pretty cool. The high-resolution images show off the quality of the pins, and if you're into that kind of stuff, hey, collectors like me kind of really do like it. But there was a leaked image that showed all of the pins and the dates according to when pins will be released that was going to go throughout the entire first season. And the final character was initially supposed to be top secret, but there was an image leaked that confirmed it being FULGORE. So now the Killer Instinct roster of 8 characters consists of Jago, Saberwolf, Glacius, Thunder, Orchid, Sadira, Spinal, and FULGORE. And that's a pretty freaking good top 8 character list right now. I'm actually pretty happy with that. So let's talk about a little bit about when we're going to see FULGORE and potentially what could be in store for the character down the line, and some of my thoughts and predictions on one of my favorite characters in fighting game history. First and foremost, FULGORE is the final character that will be available for the Killer Instinct roster. This means that his availability might not be until sometime next year, but the guys at Double Helix and the dudes at Microsoft keep mentioning something about a beta program for their fighting game characters in Killer Instinct, allowing players to potentially be able to test them out early to help them out with balancing and some suggestions and stuff like that. I don't know how any of this crap is going to work. This is only available to the people that purchase the Ultra Edition, the $40 edition of Killer Instinct that comes with all the characters, all the costumes, Killer Instinct 1 and all that stuff. So it's a good incentive if you want to get access to something like new characters early, especially being Spinal and FULGORE, which are arguably the 2 characters that are fighting each other for poster boy of Killer Instinct, even though FULGORE always wins. But there has been other rumors that Spinal and FULGORE aren't going to make it until next year, and I've even heard dates reading through forums and stuff like that. This must have come from a Microsoft stream, that it's potentially going to be January or March. This has no confirmation, but I keep reading it in places. If you guys know where that comes from, let me know in the comments below. So we might not see FULGORE until March or so, which leaves me a little worried that God, it's a long time to wait for my freaking robot, man. So hopefully Killer Instinct has enough content down the line to suffice for like every single month between like new costumes or new accessories or things like that are going to be coming out. But FULGORE definitely is a character that I think should be preserved. I do think Double Helix got a lot of flack for Glacius, and we've talked about this before, how Glacius was very much redesigned. I like his redesign a lot, actually. I think he looks like a pretty badass, tall, mother effing alien, but he actually looks way different than what he did before, being a T-1000 Iceman. And of course, FULGORE, as we all know, the lovable robot, is a combination of RoboCop, the Terminator, and Predator. 3 of the greatest 80s movies ever, right? That's why he's the coolest. So, the problem is, all those films, minus like RoboCop, aren't really relevant anymore, and the new RoboCop, holy shit, I hope he doesn't look like the new RoboCop, is not very good looking. And I only hope that FULGORE retains a bit of his classic design, even though I think he might. FULGORE might be the one that gets redesigned the most, in my opinion, because he's got some pretty goofy things. I mean, for God's sake, the dude is essentially a dude in a big plastic suit, it looks like. He's got the exact same everything else. He really doesn't have anything special about him other than the fact that he's a very heavy robot with like robot claw blue arms and blades and stuff like that, and I don't really see that being much of an appeal for like a fighting game character nowadays, because every character was kind of the same in old KI. However, FULGORE, with his other kind of cheesy 90s isms, with his big glowing red eyes, his very Predator-looking face, and a giant blonde ponytail, for God knows what reason. Actually, that shit was Tiger Stripe. It was even crazier. It's pretty hard to believe that that'll actually be preserved with FULGORE. Don't get me wrong though, I want it to be. I kind of like some things in Killer Instinct preserving the cheese of the older games, because that was a lot of the charm of previous KI, and I do hope FULGORE retains a little bit of that. So we'll see what happens with this design in the end. I don't think we're going to be seeing this character. If everything's going to be similar to how we've seen characters so far, Spinal probably won't be revealed until like around launch time or something like that, which is about a month after Orchid. And I'm sure FULGORE's trailer won't be until a month after that, so that might be until like mid-December or so. So it's gonna be quite a while until we see any of these characters even in action, because it's been generally a month for every single character release. So we got some time. We got some time to dig in with the new roster, see how they feel, see how they play, And the only thing I'm looking forward to now, besides finally getting FULGORE freaking revealed, is understanding what the hell Shadow Jago actually is, and we don't really know at this point, other than the fact that you bought that $60 Xbox Live pre-order card, you get Shadow Jago, but what is he? I want to know what I'm getting. Let's go. I want my big robot. I want to see how he looks. He's gonna chop people up. It's gonna be awesome! Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. So FULGORE's confirmed as the 8th and final character, but there was one other small thing on this Killer Instinct pin set that was revealed, mentioning the fact that July of next year is indeed the season finale of Season 1 of Killer Instinct. So, as we know of Season 1 right now, it's composed of 8 characters, alternate costumes from previous games, all these different accessories and stuff like that, and classic KI. Now, what we don't know is when or if there even is a Season 2. Mentioning that there's a season finale does give me hope that there could be a Season 2, like already confirmed somewhere in the bottleneck or in the works of something going on. Because every time I've heard them talk about Season 2, it's not confirmed yet until the game comes out. And it really depends on how much support the title gets. Like, if Killer Instinct gets enough sales and it gets enough support on Xbox One, then they will just keep making characters. Like, not just beyond Season 1, they keep mentioning how we'll just keep going. Like, if there's continued support available for the game, then Microsoft and Double Helix seem to be kind of down for it. So, 30 plus characters, or whatever, 32 characters, 8 characters in every season, or something crazy like that. And especially with Season 2, that means we would get every single potential classic Killer Instinct character back from KI1 that was missing, or KI2, TJ Combo, Tusk, and Cinder, and Riptor. Dude, I want to see these characters really bad. And I would also really like to see a redesigned, like, Maya, and a redesigned Kim Woo. I think that'd be pretty freaking cool, because they kind of fit in the universe, but they all look like Janet Jackson, for God's sake. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a good thing to go by? Do you think they should just be ready for Season 2 immediately? Because if Season 2 is coming around July or so, or maybe sometime after, who knows how long we're going to have to wait for more characters, even if it is happening. So let me know what you think about FULGORE. What do you think he's going to look like? Do you think he's going to be retaining a lot of the stuff from KI 1 and 2? And I forgot to mention this, I'm going to say it right now. My favorite design for FULGORE is shockingly Killer Instinct 2. I think they did a lot of things with streamlining his body design and how he eventually looks and how his silhouette is a lot better in KI2 over KI1. I only hope they take advantage of the things that he used in No Mercy combos, which were transformations and turning into guns and eye lasers and all this crap. I can't believe I'm saying I want to see more eye lasers after playing so much of Injustice over the past 6 months, but I actually do. And I think FULGORE is the one character that deserves the almighty eye laser. Like I said, guys, leave your comments below. Leave a thumbs up in the video if you enjoyed this update or the fact that FULGORE is effing back, bro. My name is Maximilian, and I really need to go shave.